All right. So what's up, guys? I was going to make a part 2 to that last video, which I'm still going to. I'm just going to do it after I complete my training so I can tell you guys more about what's going on. So I got plenty of rest. Today's my birthday. Celebrated it with my family on video, right? We did the house party app. That was cool. So here's the deal. When I got with my trainer, he told me that because I asked him how long does it take to become a trainer, and he said 6 months, right? Which I thought that was crazy. How I personally could be a trainer in 6 months, and I feel like that's not enough time. But anyway, so he said I could become a trainer in 6 months, and here's how it works. And as the title says, this guy did show me his pay stub for 2019, and or his W-2 for 2019, and it was $115,000. Sorry, somebody's mowing right here. It was $115,000 before taxes that he had made his year to date, and I was blown away. So I'm going to give you all the rundown of how it works and how the company is set up. So the company's in my town. My driveway is 7 minutes away from the terminal, which is really the number one selling point for me. Well, not just that, but they're out and back company. So you do your 34-hour reset at home, and then a couple of times a week, up to 2 times a week, you could be running all week and do a 10-hour break at your house in your bed, because we have so many accounts here in town, because we're just outside of Louisville, Kentucky, that how they do it is they send you out. They got a company. The trailer is loaded in the terminal. 9 times out of 10, it's loaded in the terminal, ready to go. You pick it up. You take it to, I'll just say Denver. You take it to Denver, and then when you get to Denver, they work with other brokerages, and they get you a backhaul somewhere around here. That's how they operate. Now, every now and then, they might have a customer where you're dropping off at, you might be picking something up, but usually that's not how it works. All right, so like 2 weeks ago, we did that, and I had 2 10-hour breaks at home, and then I did my 34 at home. But it's over the road, so a couple of nights a week you're staying out. Now, that is the type of company, if you guys are new, that I would try to find, for real. Because it doesn't get much better than that outside of being local, but like everyone says, locals for the birds, which I don't think so, but who knows. I'll probably end up trying it out. I'll tell you guys my game plan later on down the road. But there's no point in doing it now, because I just got to sit here and do my time, right? Get my experience. Because nobody worth a damn is going to take me when I just started driving. All right, so the training aspect, here's how this shit works. We do training. Our training sucks. We do training only 4 weeks of training, 5 weeks. You do 4 weeks over the road, team driving, right? So the idea is that the first week you're not team driving, which is bullshit, kind of. And then you do 3 weeks of team driving with your trainer. Then you come back and you do 1 week of city work. So you're home every day doing city work. But they said the first week you're not going to team drive, which technically we did. We were running 2 clocks, but we still parked and slept, right? So he would run 5 hours, and then he'd turn it over to me, and I'd do 8 hours. And then we would park the truck, sleep for 5 hours, get up, go. So he was kind of cheating the system a little bit to get more miles, which honestly, guys, I love money, so I get it, dude. Like, he's trying to make as much money as possible. And if I ever train, I'm going to do it exactly like he did. Now, so then, like last week, as an example, guys, we did 4,600 miles in 5 days. I'm off for 4 days straight. I don't go back in. I got in Thursday morning. And I drove all that night, got in right off a drive shift, came home, did some stuff, and then went to bed, woke up today. So I got today off, Saturday off, Sunday off, and then I don't go in until Monday night, right? Then we're team driving. We're going to South Carolina, down to Miami, then up to Indianapolis, then back to the yard. Probably stay the night at the yard on Wednesday night, or at my house on Wednesday night, get another load and go back out. So that's the game plan. And then but here's how it, so he told me 4,600 miles. Well, I know that trainers make 6 cents more per mile, right? But they get all of the miles the truck runs, right? I just get a base rate of $110 a day. If the truck goes over 4,000 miles, then I also get an additional 12 cents per mile, right? So we did 4,600. That'll land me $60 extra on top of we did 5 days, so I'll get $550 plus $60. That's how much I get. Training pay for me sucks, and I'm doing half the work, actually more work, because he actually plans it out to where I'm doing all the night driving, so I get more miles, and he does kind of the sitting stuff, and we'll swap out. I'll jump on his clock and back the thing in just for extra practice, which we're not supposed to do, but I need the practice. So I know he makes 6 cents more by having a trainee in his truck, and he got 4,600 miles last week, and that's a little high. He says he usually does in between 3,000 and like he tries to shoot for 3,200 miles. That's what he says he tries to shoot for, right? But he got 46 last week, and he makes 6 cents more a mile. And I know they pay the drivers with at least 2 years, 50 cents a mile. So in my eyes, I think he's making 56 cents a mile. So y'all do the math. I didn't do the math. I can't remember. But what's 56 cents a mile times 4,600? Do the math on that. I'm sure it's well over $2,500 before taxes. And that was 1 week. And so what he does is he does the training for 4 weeks. He gets 12 trainees a year, okay? And that's how he was able to make $110,000 before taxes as a W-2 company dry van driver. So it's out there, guys. Like I know, I've heard that people say you can't make $100,000 a year doing dry van as a company driver. But that's how much they make at my company training. And that's how much home time they get, guys. Is that not crazy? Because I've heard of people doing training at Prime and making a bunch of money and everything, but do they get that much home time? Do they? So y'all want to know the company? I'll tell you. I just can't tell you on video because I signed an agreement, non-disclosure agreement. So I'm guessing I can't say anything about them on YouTube. But if you want to know, they're in southern Indiana, guys. You could even Google it if you wanted to. Try to figure out which one that is that takes students and then hires them on. But that's real shit, guys. That's real fucking numbers. Swear to God. If you all want, I can try to get a picture from him. I don't really know him that well, so he's going to wonder why I want to see a picture. But I know for a fact he's telling the truth because I've seen the numbers, I've seen the miles, and I know for a fact that that's fact. They told me that. So in 6 months from now, I could start training people and make close to $100,000 a year, if not more. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you guys.